Hi everyone, welcome to the Psychology Decoded channel. Most people start their day thinking about their problems, which are tied to certain memories involving people or situations. The brain works like an old tape recorder, replaying the same memories over and over again. If the brain holds a record of the past, then the moment you begin your day, you're already living in that past. Every memory you have carries emotions, and these emotions are the end result of past experiences. So the instant you think about those problems, you feel negative emotions like sadness, pain, or frustration. How you think and feel forms your overall state of being, or in other words, your character. If your emotional state is constantly in the past, then your past is likely to shape your future. For instance, if something made you angry yesterday, you might wake up thinking about it and feel that same anger again. Repeat this for a few days, and people around you might say you're having a bad day. Keep it up for a week and they might think you're just an angry person. Eventually, that emotion becomes part of who you are, showing how your thoughts can shape your destiny. If you keep dwelling on the past, you'll continue creating the same life, even if it's one you don't like. Here's how it typically happens. You wake up and grab your phone, you check social media, emails, texts, and the news, reconnecting with everything familiar in your life. You then move through your routine, getting out of bed the same way, making coffee in your favorite cup, showering, getting dressed, and taking the same route to work. Once there, you see the same people who trigger the same emotions. After work, you return home and repeat the whole process the next day. This routine becomes a program, and before you know it, you've lost control to this subconscious programming. By the time we reach 35, about 95% of who we are consists of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, and deeply ingrained habits. These are automatic and function like a program. So even though you consciously say you want to be happy, healthy, and free, your subconscious, which controls 95% of your behavior, is running a different program. This creates a huge mismatch between your conscious desires and subconscious patterns, much like a beginner going up against an Olympic athlete in a competition. So how do you make lasting changes? You need to move beyond the analytical mind, which separates the conscious from the subconscious. This is where meditation becomes essential. Through meditation, you can learn to slow down your brainwaves and enter the subconscious mind's operating system, where real change can happen. Most people wait until they face a crisis, trauma, or illness before they decide to change. But why wait for hardship? The idea is that you can change either through pain or through joy and inspiration. Unfortunately, many people live in survival mode, constantly under stress and expecting the worst because of past experiences. This negative mindset means they're choosing the worst possible outcomes, much like picking the least appetizing option from an infinite menu. Every time you recall a negative memory, your brain and body respond as though it's happening all over again. Your body, which functions as your unconscious mind, doesn't know the difference. It believes the event is happening in real time. By repeatedly thinking about these past events, you keep recreating those negative emotions. So even when you want to change, your body, conditioned by years of negativity, resists. It's become the master, no longer a servant to your mind. When you try to step into the unknown by changing your habits, your body fights back. It prefers the familiar, even if that means guilt or suffering, because it can predict those emotions. Being in the unknown feels like stepping into a deep river, and your body fears that if you cross it, the old version of itself will die. It will try to stop you in various ways, from distracting thoughts to memories popping up out of nowhere. This resistance is just your body's way of urging you to give up and go back to the old, predictable life. The unknown is where you create your future, and meditation is the gateway. Once you're in a meditative state, you can start designing the life you want. What kind of person do you want to be? What behaviors do you want to adopt? By mentally rehearsing these changes, you are installing new software in your brain, turning it from a record of the past into a map for your future. The trickiest part is teaching your body what the future will feel like before it happens. Simply imagining it isn't enough. You need to feel the emotions of your future self. If thoughts are the brain's language, then emotions are the body's. Without the right emotions, your body won't receive the signal to change, much like a phone failing to connect to Wi-Fi even though the modem is working. Once you feel those emotions, you're connected, and you can start downloading your future. This means you no longer have to wait for external success to feel successful, or for a new relationship to feel love. According to the quantum model of reality, the moment you feel abundant or worthy, you begin to attract that future to you. You start becoming the creator of your own destiny, instead of a victim of past experiences and negative thoughts. It's crucial to remember that just because you have a thought doesn't make it true. Most people think around 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day, with 90% being the same as the day before. If your thoughts influence your choices, behavior, and experiences, repeating the same ones ensures that your life remains the same. Meditation helps you become aware of these thought patterns so that unwanted ones no longer slip by unnoticed. In meditation, you become familiar with your old thoughts, behaviors, and emotions, and stop letting them control you. Over time, you can condition yourself to adopt new thoughts and emotions, effectively creating a new version of yourself. It's like preparing a garden. First, you must clear out the weeds and rocks, and then you can plant something new. Training your body to meditate is like taming a wild animal. It will resist just as your body resists change. But with persistence, your body will eventually obey, and that's when you free yourself from the emotional chains of the past. If you do this consistently for just 7 days, you'll notice real changes in your life. You'll catch yourself before falling back into old patterns, and over time, your future reality will become your present. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to Psychology Decoded and click the notification bell for more insightful content. Thank you for watching.